Welcome to my channel. This is Mario Lloyd, also known as Real Estate Guru PK. On this channel, we talk about my real estate endeavors. We also have the top real estate producers and the top entrepreneurs in the country. Be sure to click the link below with Justin P with his Support Black Colleges marketing course. Also with Jason White's Crack the Code affiliate link, click that below as well. Also to support the channel, Webull, M1 Finance, Chase, Discover, Robinhood, and Public, a stock trading app. We hope you enjoyed this episode. This is Real Estate Guru PK signing out. Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of Real Estate Guru PK podcast. We got a special guest, Tempest. I've been knowing her since 2010. She went from being a hostess at 24 Hour Fitness to owning 5 rental properties, having 1 million TikTok followers, and she has like a credit repair company. So you want to introduce yourself?
You just introduced me.
Anything you want to add to that?
Right. So let me replay back. It's yes, my name is Tempest. Yes, I used to work at 24 Hour Fitness. That was kind of like what started it all. A lot of people ask me to introduce myself. I don't really know how to introduce myself because I do a lot. When people ask what I do, I tell them I'm a serial entrepreneur. I do real estate. I do credit repair. I study consumer law. I mentor other individuals that's trying to get to where I'm at. I really don't feel like, people call me the GOAT, but I really don't feel like I'm the GOAT just yet. There's still some stuff to come in store.
Why you don't want to be called a GOAT?
No, not just yet. I feel like I ain't there yet.
I
want the digital money.
What do you need to be qualified as a GOAT?
I feel like when I start hitting like maybe 100K a month, I'll be okay. Then I'm really the GOAT. Because I done already hit 50, 60. If I can hit that, I can hit 100K in a month.
Okay.
Yeah, it is possible. After I got hacked in May, it was kind of like my numbers kind of like decreased, I guess, because I do credit repair, and everybody was like, oh, okay.
On TikTok or Instagram?
I got hacked on TikTok. It was really Instagram, but they took over like my iCloud and stuff like that. So it kind of like set me back, but it humbled me, a lot, to be honest. It was kind of like, all right, I got employees. I got to make sure they taken care of, even though my money cut by like 20 bands a month. So it was like I had to figure it out. So I had to start doing mentorships. I had to start really hustling, like, hey, putting my content out there. The crazy part is I make a lot of money from my stories. If I post something on my Instagram feed, people just like it. They don't pay attention to it. They don't like the comment at the bottom. But I guess everybody like to be secretive, like, okay, I'm working with you, but I'm not. I don't know what it is. So I can post anything in my stories and they'll buy it. So I had to start maneuvering, trying to figure out, send out email marketing blasts and stuff like that. Because if I don't have access to my Instagram, how I'm going to access the people? And I still haven't got my Facebook back. That's where 85% of my sales came from.
How did you get hacked? Do you know how you got hacked?
It was kind of like, to be honest, and it might be off topic, I was going through something personally. I moved out from my husband at the time. And those who know me know I do crypto. I do Bitcoin and all that type of stuff. So it's kind of like what they're doing now. They'll go in your inbox after they done already hacked one of somebody that you're close with. So the people that I actually was trading with, they messaged me like it was her.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, okay, let me get in this and this and this. And that's how it happened. And they got access to my stuff.
So you hit a link and it took over
I didn't even do anything. It was kind of like, all right. They had asked me to make a video about if I made money. I didn't send them the video to even post it. They took over like everything, and they posted it, and people were sending $6,000 to them, this and this and this. I was getting calls like, hey, I'm finna file charges on you, and that. I was like, wait, I didn't do it. And at that time, I was finna get ready to go through a divorce and everything like that. So it kind of hit me everything at one time to where I went in depressed mode for like 2 to 3 weeks. It was like, okay, I'm getting these calls, people trying to come after me, and I really honestly didn't do anything. Like, I got my money, took it too. So, but who am I to tell them like, hey, it's gonna be okay, because they don't know how to make money, how I make money.
Yeah.
But some people was like, oh, that was my all. I was like, okay. You think of it, but like, okay, if that was your all, why would you even invest it if that was your rent money anyway and it was taking a chance?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's what
charge
happened.
it to the game. I think we all got taken for a ride, everyone, I know I have. I learned, and that's why I'm like super cautious now.
You got to. I don't click on nothing if I don't recognize it. Nothing. It was a humbling experience. It was kind of like I don't want to do anything. I didn't want to post nothing. I ain't want no more phone calls. I just want to cut my phone off. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I finally got my Instagram back 3.5 weeks later. I went on live. Some people were like, oh, she lying. She did this, da-da-da. But it was like they either with me or they ain't. And I just kept doing what I'm doing. And it started coming back. And it's still, I'm not where I was before the hack, but it's coming back.
You're like totally embracing this whole digital revolution type thing where a lot of people, you know, aren't. You know, and it's working for you.
Yeah, it is. It is. And now I'm starting to create ebooks and stuff. I still want to do people's credit report, but I think in a financial aspect, we're not taught in college or school about credit. We're not taught about other things or consumer law. A lot of people don't know. Like when you get your paper statement in the mail, it has a payment coupon at the bottom of it. You're supposed to tear that off and send that back in with the proper verbiage on there, and that pays your bill. You don't have to come out of pocket for that. So a lot of us just see that the balance is...
I don't know. I missed that whole thing. I don't have to pay my bills if I send a coupon?
No, it's consumer law. So at the bottom, I don't want you to just take my word for it. I want you to read up on remittance. But it's basically when you get your actual statement in the mail, it's a check at the end of it that you're supposed to tear off. And it tells you to mail in this coupon. It tells you with your payment, but with the right verbiage on there, it'll be your payment on there. You put a stamp on there and all type of stuff. I'm going to have to show y'all. But that's what I did learn from him 500 and networking with the bureau bullies and stuff like that and learning consumer law. Now I'm a nerd. All I do is read consumer law, period. And that helps my credit clients too at the end of the day. But learning our actual rights because we don't know. We don't read the fine print.
We're not lawyers. I hate, I mean, I went to school for criminal justice originally. I hate, because the law is always changing. That's why I don't like about it.
All the time, but consumer law doesn't.
Yeah. Oh, really? So, did you go to school for anything in particular?
Nothing. I went to Texas Southern University. My degree is in marketing.
So you went to school for something.
I did.
And you are doing a lot of marketing.
I am, but they don't teach you this type of marketing.
Exactly.
They teach you how to market for somebody else, not to market for yourself. Like when we went to school, it wasn't like no social media marketing or anything like that. We were just learning definitions. That was it.
How'd you get 1 million followers on TikTok?
Good question.
My child, my monkey, Abu. That is my child. We buy Pampers. Yeah.
A real monkey.
Yes. I don't really do dogs. First of all, they stink. I can't. And then you gotta go outside like every 20. It's the puppy stage for me. So if I was to get a grown dog and it was already potty trained, okay, cool. But I don't like dogs. So I was like, what can I buy that's something different and it can also market me as well?
So you're telling me a monkey is easier to take care of than a dog?
Well, he's like a child almost. He wears Pampers. He's not easy, but he wears Pampers. I don't have to pick up piss and boo-boo all the time.
The dogs can wear Pampers too, right?
No, you don't want to put no dog in it. You can't. The female dogs, if they're on their menstrual.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah.
So how long have you had the monkey?
A year and some months now.
Does he get lonely?
A year and a half. Huh?
Does he get lonely?
Does he get lonely? He's very needy. But he's very bad too. So I tell people, a lot of people would like, where you get him from? I don't really tell people where I get him from because monkey's not for everybody. It's not like a dog.
Yeah.
Monkeys live up to 50 years. They can outlive us at some point. But I got him when he was 5 months. He already had bad habits. So if somebody do get a monkey, get one as a newborn so you can teach him.
Do you travel with him?
You can't on the plane, but I do travel in the car if I need to. I take him. He goes to Dallas all the time and steals my mama groceries.
Oh, is that where you're from?
Yeah, I'm from Dallas.
What brought you down here?
I came out here for school in 2006. After I graduated college, I stayed. I feel like if I would have stayed home, I would have been baby. My mama tried to baby me, so it was like I had to get it out the mud on my own. And a lot of people don't know how to do that. They get scared or something. So at one point in time, I stayed in a U-Haul for like a week.
In the U-Haul?
In the U-Haul. And then I was working at the gym at the time. So and I would shower in the gym. And then I would sleep in my car.
Like that.
Yeah.
Grind.
A lot of people don't know that. Yeah.
Do you consider yourself homeless at the time or no?
You can say I was homeless. Yeah.
So nobody knew that working there?
Nobody knew.
What was it like when you had to like bring a guy over?
Over to the U-Haul.
I'm just kidding.
Over to the U-Haul.
I'm kidding.
Come on over on the passenger seat. Jump in.
What year was this? Like
this was when I first started before I got to Maryland location. I was at the Westheimer Chimney Rock location.
Westheimer Chimney Rock?
Yeah. This before I came over to Club Maryland. I call it Club Maryland. But yeah. I don't have no family out here. So the dude I was talking to at the time, it was time for me to go. It was really time for me to go.
Oh.
And with me not having any family and I didn't really And I was staying with him, and it was kind of like, all right.
What happened with that situation?
Oh man,
Here he
Mario.
go with the.
She was a young buck. Anything could have happened when you're that young.
With the it's always y'all with the extra women and stuff like that. It was like, all right, gotta go.
Okay.
Don't put that on him. Yeah,
there you
so
go.
it was time for me to leave.
That was good.
And I was like, all right, and going home was an option for me. It was like, I gotta figure it out. I do not like to be babied. Don't baby me.
That's good. What kind of other jobs have you had, or is it just you went from 24-hour fitness to credit repair, or what kind of jobs have you had?
So after I went
to come up,
I went to 24-hour fitness. I was there for 5 or 6 years. It just wasn't enough money for me. I think at the time I was making $7.90.
At 24-hour fitness.
Were you a personal trainer?
No personal.
No, she was like a hostess.
Yeah, I was a friend. Desk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Meeting and greeting.
Gotcha.
Meeting and greeting.
How was that like? Like a lot of guys were flirting with you?
That is absolutely correct. Yeah.
I
mean, it comes with the territory.
Was it unbearable at times?
It gets overwhelming, but you just gotta laugh and go on, tell them going on about their
business. It's better than them not saying anything to you,
right?
Not even looking you in the eye.
Well, I'll say this: you was real nice.
I was nice to everybody. I cracked jokes and shoot the shit with everybody, but it's like, all right, where people kind of lie on your name and will like, I talk to her. Do you really? Let me know.
Do you feel like some men? Like you can't be nice to a lot of men like that, where they think that you like them, like personally.
Yeah. If you get too friendly, they feel like they have the opportunity to come at you a specific way. So I mean, but now it's kind of like dangerous. Like it's hard to tell men no because they out here, they get really in their feelings. But back then it was kind of like, all right, but I know my limit. How did
you have boundaries with that?
No, I just stay behind that desk.
That's
it.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's it. I used to get edible arrangements. I used to get flowers.
For
and all
real?
that type of stuff.
Wow.
Lunch. People just drop off lunch and all type of stuff. It was crazy.
Wow.
I mean, I ate the food, of course, but
yeah, right.
I did. Yeah. It was cool. I mean, it wasn't.
You didn't have no stalkers?
One, but then it was like I ended up transferring, not because of the stalker, but I ended up transferring anyway, so they didn't know where I was.
What was he doing?
Just doing the most, basically.
So
you come in there, set up the front desk and everything. Why are you standing up here? You want to work out or what you want to do? But even though I know how to handle my own, it just get creepy at times, and people used to have to walk me outside to my car. Yeah, but he never tried anything. At that time I had a car. I ain't had no U-Haul no more. I came from the U-Haul.
Yeah.
He gonna put the U-Haul play.
No,
I kept it for 7 days though.
Yeah.
And then when I moved, I had got me. I had went to Home Depot and found me 2 Hispanic people.
Yeah.
And told them to get in the car. I need one of y'all to speak English and one of y'all speak Spanish. I don't care what you speak, just as long as y'all can help me get my stuff out of my U-Haul and get it in my apartment.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. But you can't do that no more.
Yeah, you can't.
They be snatching folks now.
Yeah.
But yeah, luckily I came out all right. Yeah.
So how's it being a woman? How's it being in real estate? Like pros and cons.
Sometimes the pros is cool. You feel like you can get away with a little bit more with a wink of an eye. With a little wink, you know what I'm saying? I get my way at times, but the cons is sometimes they try to feel like they know more than me, or you can't do this. Yeah, I can do that. I be in there busting down walls and painting walls. Like if it don't get done, they do. They do.
Oh, she doesn't know how much it's gonna cost. I'm gonna charge her a little extra.
And I let them talk themselves out of it though. Yeah. Because y'all think I don't know. You think I'm in here dumb. But that's in any business, not just for real estate.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna take it there because I feel like if you taking advantage of me, that's when the attitude come out, the little sassiness, and then I won't give you my bread either.
That's when you have to have a team, so people you trust within your circle, right?
Yeah, and I'm still working on the team thing. Mm-hmm. I'm more big of it's not even about love anymore; it's about loyalty.
How many people under you? Like you got your assistant and you got anybody else?
I have 6 employees.
Okay.
I have 6, not including my contractors or anything like that. As far as the credit stuff, I have maybe 420 credit clients right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a lot, and I made 6 figures in credit repair in 9 months.
Have you thought about having
it was time to?
Have you thought about having like a Patreon group, like once a month?
Patreon, as far as doing what would they be doing?
Like a call every morning, like just like a inspiration, kind of like David Shands. He has like a Patreon group. They charge like $80 a month.
$80 a month.
Really?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Really?
I promise.
I'm in wrong business.
Like 10 or.
And then he'll have
$15 a month.
Like in your case, you could have like him 500 speak one time. You could have Ron speak like one time.
Pressure though. She's already doing a lot.
Yeah, let me tell you this how I am though. You know how some people
cash flow.
That is absolutely correct. I have an issue with asking people to do things for me. Like, I feel like it's hard for me to reach out and be like, hey, you want to get on this with me? Da, da, da. That's something that I have to fix within. Or like when I have my mentorship calls to bring other people in that does something other than what I'm teaching, it's kind of like, well, I've been burned so many times with that stuff. And people be like, oh, well, I did this for you and da da da. I don't want to hear that. People do that. So it's something that I got to knock out the way and just do it and just wing it, because you can't level up if you're not. Can't be just you.
How many people you had to cut off, like relationships, like friends, family members?
1,000.
1,000?
Seriously?
I cut off everybody.
Everybody.
Like, people think that I'm mean. I just don't deal with bullshit. When I feel like you're bullshitting me or taking advantage of me, I don't have time for it. It's not that I ain't love you. It's not that I ain't like you. It's like you tried to handle me a specific way. But I'll forgive you. I just forgive you from a distance.
Do you think it's because they see you as that girl that worked at 24 Hour Fitness?
I don't really deal with nobody from 24 though.
Okay. But I'm talking about like not
talking about,
just like 10, like not necessarily 24 Hour Fitness, but like 10 years ago they saw you as an employee. Now you're a boss. And
right. So one best friend that I no longer have, it was kind of like when she seen me, she was like, you always busy, you always reading, you always doing this, you don't have time. I moved down the street from you on purpose. I'm like, girl, you trying to be my boyfriend? You trying to be my best friend? Like, what we doing? You don't like your job. I can't keep a job because my attitude, first of all. So it was bound for me to do something. And she didn't understand that. And then when I was about to get married at the time, she started lashing out and talking to other people. And I was like, okay, it feel like I'm trying to go here. You trying to stay here, and it's time for you to go. So I kicked out my wedding. I haven't talked to her in 4 years.
It's that growth. That growth scares people.
Yeah, and you can't take everybody with you. So me and my best friend have this argument to this day. It's like we still cool. Yeah. But it's kind of like she feel like I'm not doing this for her. Da 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 da. You have to want it for yourself. I can tell. I'm the blueprint. Yeah. You can take notes from me, but I'm not gonna baby you. It's if you want to do it, you really want to do it. You'll come to the office and be like, hey, let's do this. But no, you can't make up excuses for stuff. I don't make up excuses for nothing. When I got hacked, I was sad, but okay, life go on. Stuff happens. And people don't understand that.
Yeah, I always see that it's so hard to motivate people. Oh, you're so excited that you got something new, but like, hey, you can do this. I know you can do this Airbnb thing or something like that, and then you think other people are gonna be excited, but they're not. You're just like,
What got you in the Airbnb? Like, why not the traditional rentals?
I fell into that on accident.
Oh, for real? How? Explain.
On accident. So my business basically was like, oh, let's try to do corporate leasing and da da da. I was like, all right. I was like, well, you go to the apartments first. Look, I was like, let me know how it go, whatever. She was like, oh, I got a room. So I ended up going over there. I got one, and then I think I got a 30-day booking. My first one I did. Yeah. And I didn't even know I liked interior design, like decorating, until I started getting into Airbnb. I was like, I'm kind of good at this, but the second week I ended up getting another one. And then the week after that one, I got a 60-day rental.
Is it an apartment or is it?
It's an apartment. All of my Airbnbs are apartments. I don't own any of those. For Airbnb, it's kind of like you control everything, own nothing.
Who started like how? Who had that blueprint? Because not a lot of people know about subleasing these apartments. And
she just said she just stumbled into it,
right? I really, and it's kind of like I went. I knew what to ask for. Hey, do y'all do corporate leasing? I don't do anything in my personal name anymore.
Okay. Oh, so you doing it through the LLC?
Yeah, I do it all through my business.
Awesome. That's what I want to know.
My apartment that I live now is in my business name. I don't put anything else in my personal name. Like, I still have personal credit cards and stuff that I had before I really started learning business credit and stuff like that. But light bills, gas bills, everything is in my business name. I think 2 of my properties is in my personal, but the rest of them are in my business name.
Do you have to pay a premium to do that, though?
To do what?
Whenever you put a light bill, they're going to charge you more because you're a corporation. Nope.
Oh, so it's regular?
It's regular.
Have you thought about doing theme Airbnbs?
I thought about it because they do it a lot in Atlanta and stuff like that. But I'm kind of like over Airbnb, to be honest.
Oh, so you done?
I do turnkey now. So I get them and then I sublet my apartments in my business name. So now they're cracking down on Airbnb. They're not letting people do corporate leasing that much anymore because people are destroying it. It's kind of like,
oh, really?
People get in it and they think it's just easy breezy. No, it's hands-on with Airbnb. And if you don't have the proper people or the proper cleaning people, they will break your Airbnb, period.
Really?
You don't want nobody going into your Airbnb and your cleaner didn't find their condom wrapper up under the bed. It's not, you get it. Or the backwood. I didn't even know what a backwood is. I don't smoke. So I didn't know what a backwood was. And I was like, what is this up under the thing? Because the cleaning lady didn't properly clean it. And when other people come in there and they see that, it's like, oh, it's dirty. You get a bad review.
Yeah.
And then people who really don't know the business aspect of it, they get the apartment and they leave it. And so these apartment complexes is mad as hell. It's like, we letting y'all do corporate leasing and we know y'all doing Airbnb, but y'all don't want to pay y'all rent. Or y'all leave the apartment a mess. Or y'all don't screen y'all people before they even come in there properly to even stay. And honestly, Airbnb scans all of their ID. So I don't know if you have an Airbnb account.
I do.
They take your ID. They do background checks on you. If you have a background, you can't be a host or a tenant on Airbnb, period. So they do that. But if you put it on Vrbo or Booking.com, they don't give a damn. They just, you book, you pay, and that's it. They don't do no background checks. So if you do get a claim from Vrbo or Airbnb, I mean, not Airbnb, but Booking.com, Expedia, you don't know who's staying in there.
So why are you just like, I'm out?
It's too, I don't have time.
Okay, you don't have time. But
and
you
I don't
probably
trust,
would.
Yes, I don't trust my cleaning people. I have to go behind, even though she might do a good job, but it may be that one day she don't give shit and
panties in the covers.
Oh, it would be dirty panties in the lamp. I done seen it in the lamp. Like, y'all had a good night. Y'all had a good night, didn't y'all? Damn good night. Yeah, so it is, and I go behind all of them because it's once I get a review, people's like, oh, well, the refrigerator was nasty and da-da-da. I'm pissed and you fired. My cleaning people got one F up.
How many clean ladies have you fired?
I have 5. I fired 5.
5?
Yeah, when you want my bread, I expect you to do what you're supposed to do.
Damn. So who you finding these clean people from?
Sometimes Instagram. I find everything on Instagram. I done found my employees on Instagram.
Oh, for real?
But I'll find somebody in a minute. You try to screen them, and especially for the cleaning people, hey, let me see what you can do. But they know I'm going to go behind it the first couple times anyway, so they do it, and then they get comfortable.
How many contractors have you fired?
No, it's maybe 3.
3?
Maybe 3.
Have you had any
maybe 3
problematic tenants?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Really?
That's a blessing.
So
that means you know how to screen.
So my
that's a blessing. It don't matter how you screen.
It's one guy who brought a dog, and he tried to tell me it was a service dog. I was like, okay, well, show me your service dog paperwork, and then I won't charge you a deposit for the dog. I've yet to get that. So it's either you want to get out or you want your dog to stay or you want to pay this $500.
So
you dealing with your own tenants or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm hands-on everything, and I know I can't be all the time, but I feel like nobody gets stuff done the way you want to get it done. And that just may be me, but I can't grow if I don't.
Well, I'm saying you can't grow if you try to put your hands everywhere.
That is absolutely
What about
correct.
using a management? I know they'll take a nice little chunk,
like 10%.
or 10%.
I don't like that.
But
no,
but I'm saying once you grow to a certain, once you hit, let's say 10 or 12, you'd be like, I really don't want to work with this, and I want my money just be making money. I want it all passive, and I'll pay for peace of mind.
And that's what I said for 2022. I was working on that.
Yeah,
I am.
That way you can move over to something else and then make that passive. You know,
I'm with you. I'm not knocking it.
All right.
That was on my 2022 goal.
I'm kind of like that. Like when you're starting something out, you want to be control of everything because ain't nobody can do it as good because ain't nobody gonna take care of your business as good as you gonna take care of it. You know,
right? So I say if I had like 5 more of my assistant, she's the truth.
Do you feel like you had like control issues? Like you gotta be
my business. Yeah.
I think a lot of business owners do.
They're
the worst boss. I saw this guy in the gym. I was playing basketball in the gym. Dude had his laptop out, everything, trying to play basketball. And somebody was telling me he owns like a rehab business or something like that. I was like, man, that's some hustle.
That's me. Laptop everywhere I go. I almost brought it in here.
So what does your day consist of? Like how many hours do you work a day? Is it like a 24/7 grind or is it like, or you just do like an 8 hours and
I don't
then
have an off day.
You don't have an off day? So no days off?
I can go out to eat and stuff, and then after I think about something that I missed and then start working. So I'm not really on a work schedule. I am on a sleep schedule though. Because my anxiety gets really, really bad only because I take on everything at one time. And the crazy part is when I'm not working, that's when my anxiety gets really, really bad because my mind wonders like I could be doing something. Yeah. Am I missing something? Did I forget somebody? Am I talking to somebody? It's just, So I have to go to bed at like 9:30, 9:45.
Oh, for real? That's early.
What time you waking up?
I get up at like 6, but I don't really get out the bed until like 7, 7:30. Feed the monkey. I got a puppy now, so it's kind of like
You got
I
a
got
puppy and a monkey?
Yeah.
Got a whole family
I don't know
now.
why I did that, but it's a lot. So my sleeping schedule has been really cool. Been keeping my anxiety together. So
Okay, so why you stop selling hair?
it was COVID, and then my manufacturers was kind of like the shipping delay and all the extra stuff, and I would have had to fly back and forth to make sure that it gets done as far as the quality of the hair and stuff like that. And then I couldn't fly to India. India had shut down for U.S. citizens to come, so it was kind of like, all right. And I'm so hands-on, I got to see it, I got to feel it before I get it. So I used to go and get kilos of hair. Kilos, not drugs. Kilos. We buy hair by the kilo, so it was kind of like, all right. And I used to go to the temples and watch them actually shave the hair off and go through the processing part, like washing it and conditioning it. And well, India is really not processed, but I couldn't do that no more. I had even started doing hair tours to take girls out the country. I did 3 of those, and then COVID, and then I had to send back like $60,000 to girls who was about to go. Like I was about to kill it, because I started taking 3 girls at one time. And it went from 3 to 5, and then before COVID, I was taking 10 at a time. So and they were paying $8,000 a piece to go, and it really only cost me probably like $1,800.
So there's money in hair.
It is, and it is still money in hair and stuff like that. I just decided to go to a different avenue with it. I still have hair oil. I make my own hair oil, but I still have edge control and stuff like that too. But I feel like I don't have the passion for it anymore, so it was time for me to quit because I stopped caring. So I like to travel, and when I couldn't travel to China or Vietnam anymore, it was kind of like, I could probably go now, but I don't want to. It's not exciting anymore. COVID done ruined it.
What place have you been to?
I went to Hanoi, Vietnam. I've been to Bangalore, Chennai, India.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
These are places
China,
that
Guangzhou, China.
I don't think anybody probably listening to this has been to. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy when you go. It's kind of like.
You was married during that time?
Yeah.
Your husband was cool with you flying?
Yeah, he had no choice. I don't let nobody get interfere with my business. You can't tell me to miss out on my dream.
This is business. This ain't no luxury tour.
But you'll be surprised. I get a lot of girls in my inbox. You'd be like, oh, the girls who want to go on the hair tour. Well, I got to talk to my significant other. And I was like, well, don't listen to me, because I'm going to get up and go. So, I'm the wrong person to talk to about that. But if you got a dream, I feel like your significant other should be able to, hey, I want to go with you, or hey, go ahead and do what you're doing. It's not always about a cheating thing. It's about my money. It's about trying to better us as a whole. And some, I understand that.
You been anywhere else outside the country?
I've been. What is it again? I
mean,
I've been I've been to Dior. I did go to Dior. Yeah, I really like Dior. I went to the waterfall. It was. That's the only thing I wanted to see when I got there. I stayed for 5 days, and I was cool after the waterfall. I've been to Costa Rica.
I've been there.
It's really Liberia, Costa Rica is where I went. Where else I got? I got a lot of stuff on my page. I've been to Japan. I've been to Dubai. Where else? I gotta look at my passport. But
Good for you. Good for you. A lot of people have never like 50% have never even been outside the country.
Right, and I went to India by myself.
Now that's crazy. That's a different planet. From what I heard, it's a different planet.
It's a whole different planet. Like, they didn't even have a toilet. My first hotel.
I was gonna say, I heard they don't use toilet paper.
They don't use tissue. But I take baby wipes everywhere I go. I don't go nowhere without no booty wipes. So you can't use everybody's tissue. But no, I got in my first hotel because I didn't even know where I was staying when I first got there. And I got in there, I got in a taxi. He really didn't know English, but I used a little app to tell, like, hey, take me to somewhere like close to where the airport is or whatever. I wasn't worried about them snatching me or anything. Everybody look, it's like when you walk out of the Indian airport and they know you're not one of them anyway.
Everybody
you don't look like us.
Yeah.
They're not even yelling, they're just staring.
Oh, really?
And it gets intimidating. I was just like, okay, let me look straight then. I don't want nobody. And I had sweatpants, sweat on, nothing. Real nothing. So I told the taxi guy to take me to the room. I got there, no toilet. It's kind of like, okay, what do I do?
So is there a community toilet or something?
It's like you you poop.
Oh, you talking about
like
the hole?
The little thing.
Hole?
We do that in China, but China is a little bit more. You're supposed to use the restroom anyway with your knees closed. Yeah, your knees closed. I had to get used to that too. But in India, it's like you don't have no tissue, you have nothing. It's a water hose. I had to do that at the airport too. Yeah, it was tights was wet. I didn't know what to do. It was like, okay, do I use the water hose or what I do? It's like, yeah. So I ended up checking. Oh, I ended up checking out of that hotel room and went to another one that had Americanized toilet and stuff like that. But it ended up being really nice. It was just a wake up call the first night.
I know I've heard some stuff about. I because I used to want to go to India, but then I was just like,
just make sure you get Americanized
place, a toilet, place that has a toilet.
Yeah, and tissue.
And toilet paper, yeah.
And tissue.
I can bring my own.
But yeah, it was but they're really sweet people. They're really nice people. They thought I was Beyonce when I was there.
For real?
That the kids. They didn't really think I was Beyonce. It just made me feel like the attention that I was getting.
Yeah.
It was there, but they're really, really good people.
You kind of do look like Kelly Rowland a little bit.
You tried it.
She said Beyonce.
Beautiful lady. No. I said the attention that Beyonce gets.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Here you go. Yeah.
Do you consider yourself a perfectionist?
In a way, yeah.
You do?
Sometimes.
Because that's all I hear. Like, you got to be, everything got to be perfect. Everything got to be.
For what? Like success or what?
I think it depends on what you're talking about.
I mean, she said, like, she goes after the housekeepers. She got to go to the rental property. She got to.
That wouldn't say perfectionist. That's just.
I mean, she's checking.
Anal.
People made mistakes, so you just.
And it traumatizes you from that.
I think
it's like, this is your baby. I spent money on this.
Like with my Airbnb, I'm just like, man, just send me pictures. I'm not, like, if I'm with my son, I'm just like.
How's that? I mean, is it working out?
It's been working out pretty good.
Okay.
I told her my expectations, so it's like, if she doesn't live up to my expectations and I get a bad review, then kind of like what you said, she gonna get fired. So
I don't wait for a bad review. Even though you can get those removed, just depending on what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't wait for that. I want to see.
Yeah.
And sometimes when they be like, "Oh, we was working too much. I don't have time to see your picture, girl. I don't have time to see your money." They did. It was one time somebody said that. I was like, "All right, well, let me know when you send the pictures. That's when I'll send the bread."
There you go.
Can we talk about the TikTok consultations and how much you charging for those?
What is TikTok consultation? You just made me a whole nother business.
You know,
are you talking about the promo?
Yeah.
I charge anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 for promo for TikTok.
Okay. Then when they talk to you and then you're like, oh, I get to hear your voice, blah blah.
Oh my God. So no, So I put my monkey on some of my majority of my videos on TikTok, and then I also put my credit stuff too. And I tell people to book a consultation, so people will book a consultation just to talk to me. So now I charge for consultations, which is $25. It's kind of like, all right.
$25 for how long?
Credit consultation.
Oh, okay.
And it's only 15 minutes. But if you just want to talk to me about anything other than credit, it's $250 for you to talk to me for 15 minutes. He play all the time. But no, you have to, because my books were booked until March for people setting up credit consultations and really not about credit. They just want to hear me talk.
So how much you just made off of the consultations?
I just started doing the $25 consultation thing. So it gets me probably like $800 a day. Just for people booking consultation.
How much for the TikTok shout outs or whatever?
Yeah, that's what I charge, $1,000 to $2,000. That's for promo. If you send me a product and you want me to do it, and it's $2,000 if you want me to include the monkey, because it's gonna get the most attention. Anyway, so I paid $10,000 for him. He didn't pay his keep. So yeah.
How much you made off of the monkey?
A lot. A lot.
Like over 6 figures?
No, not over 6 figures. It's close.
It's close?
Yeah. He's brought a lot. I'm thankful for him. I already knew what he was gonna do when I was gonna get him. So if I was gonna buy an animal, it was gonna be something that I could benefit from and something that I actually wanted as well.
Have you ever thought about having like a baby lion?
Where I'm put it? Where I'm put it?
I know somebody that has one.
Where I'm gonna put it? When it get big, what you gonna do? It's gonna eat your ass. And,
hey, Mike Tyson did it.
Right, that's Mike Tyson, though. He can beat up the line. I can't beat up the line.
I mean, I think you get somebody to train him. Look at Tiger King.
You get one and let me know how it go.
Tiger King had like 100.
I don't care. And look where he at now. No. The lady was like, who helped me get the monkey, she was like, we can get you a kangaroo. What the hell I'm gonna do with a kangaroo?
Oh man, you're gonna have 2 black eyes. Like, what happened to you?
I'm gonna get beat up.
You shouldn't have got back with him.
you tall though. You tall.
No, I can't take no kangaroo.
Nah, those
I
things.
Can't do it.
Those things will whoop your ass.
They will. They're rope-a-dope.
For real.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He talking about that's cool. So you gonna get?
Nah. My child is enough. He's he's 5 kids, so
He 5?
I'm
Okay.
good. I'm good with all that.
At least he might mind. My monkey don't mind. He know what no mean, but then he'll go back to what doing. So I have to spray him with a spray bottle because he don't like water.
For real.
You let him roam around the house?
Yeah.
Does he get into a lot of things?
Everything.
Oh, really?
He drinks out the toilet.
Oh my
He
goodness.
busts open the bread bag.
Wow.
He's everything. He eats my mail. He likes paper. He don't eat the paper. He just tears it up and just make a mess and be like,
Is he like kind of trained a little bit?
No.
Not at
Are
all.
those the easiest ones to deal with?
No.
That small one?
It's the Kampukin monkey, smart ones that know how to. Hey, bring me a cup. The Kampukin. I think
the
I might
Indian
be saying
ones.
it right. They're not. No, those are
bad, right?
Oh, they're.
I saw one.
The one you be seeing with the banana that be taking
I
the bananas.
I saw
the
was it the bus driver? He came through there and the guy put his hands up, gave him the banana, and and the bus driver.
Yeah, see, mine snatches food and all type of stuff. It's kind of like, that's what he does. Steals your candy.
What did Michael Jackson have?
He had a baboon or something.
He had a baboon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Not a baboon, chimp.
Oh, you had a chimp?
Yeah, a chimpanzee.
Okay.
You said that's easier to deal with, the chimpanzee?
The chimps are smart. They get too big. What am I gonna do with
them? Yeah,
he
that's
gonna
what I
beat
was
me up.
thinking.
That's when people I always get. Oh, he's gonna eat you alive. I'm like, girl, do you see my monkey? If I let my monkey with my ass,
no, they had
it's
that
an issue.
One chimp that ate somebody's face off.
The lady, it was
sad.
her. Yeah, and killed her. Yeah.
God bless.
Yeah.
He said, God bless.
No, I mean, God bless. Every time I think about that, I think it's so sad.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah. No, I think one person had to get their face sewn back on or something. I don't know, man. It was bad.
I don't want no big monkey. The Kampukins get really big too. They're like a medium-sized monkey.
Yeah.
What you do for fun?
I was just about to ask that. Like, what do you do outside of just to rest and relaxation? Yeah.
Take your mind off.
Besides travel.
Yeah.
No, you travel.
I shop.
You shop.
So shopping is
that's
therapy.
a bad habit.
It is, but it's a good habit. It's soothing.
No, then you get your house all filled with just junk. Like my mom, she has 5 bedrooms just filled with junk.
Right. I have OCD, so whatever I get new, I throw away something.
That's good.
So what I haven't worn in a minute, I give to like Goodwill, or I resell my shoes if they're name brand or something. I resell.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff too. I'm not a pack rat. I can't do it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It messes with my anxiety too. It's like, it's too much clutter in here. So like my closet is like organized, not by color though. I want to get to where it's organized by color, but my shoes got to be a specific way. My water got to be sitting a specific way in the refrigerator.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you like one of those?
Yeah.
Dang.
That happened to me once.
I'm getting better though. Like my bed has to be made when I get up.
For real? I feel like that's a waste of time.
What?
Why?
You gonna sleep?
I'm a pillow girl. I want you to be able to see my pillows. No.
Okay.
No, I've heard it starts with the bed.
So how
bed.
having OCD, like how can you deal with a monkey then?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's irritating to be honest, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna let poop or his diaper be everywhere.
I know it's only a 50-year commitment.
Only. It's a lot. It teaches you patience. It teaches you patience and stuff like that. I don't have kids of my own, but that's it right there.
Do you want to have kids?
Ugh.
Never.
I love other people's kids.
Yeah.
So never.
Maybe.
Somebody might try to trap me.
Trap you.
Somebody might try to trap me.
That's funny because that's what a guy would say.
Yeah.
I mean, they say like different men bring out different stuff out of you.
That is absolutely correct. So when that different man come along, I'm 34. I ain't got too much time, so you better come quick. You ain't gonna.
Are you dating?
Yes, I am.
How's that going?
But it's kind of like you learning people all over again. Y'all have to learn each other's personalities. You have to know when that person not having a good day. That type of. That's the hard part.
I think the other hard part is like, let's say you're a successful woman, and then for me, I believe it's like you got to be at the same level or higher for a lot of women.
Right, and the crazy part, everybody that I've dated, it wasn't like I always been the one who make money.
Do you
So it's not like it wasn't just mandatory for me. Maybe now it may be mandatory for me because I'm up there a little bit. So
I mean, there's a lot of insecurities that with the man.
As far as the man,
I already know if I try to take you to New York, I'm gonna have this little bitty hotel room. You gonna like the grand hotel room,
right? And it's not about that with me. It's kind of like I know your intentions. It's kind of like the acts of service for me.
Well, that's good.
It's
See,
like
as
that
long
you're
as
trying. It's not like because I can do for myself. It's
Yeah.
like I'm not finna ask you for this Hermes bag, and I know you don't. You know, I'm not that type of person.
Yeah.
Do you have like a criteria? Like, do they have to be taller than you? Because you kind of tall.
I would like that, but it's not. I don't want you to be shorty. I don't want you to come in here 5'5" and be like, "Yeah, he is
5'8".
No. Yeah, I am 5'8". I'm 6 foot with heels on.
So 5'8".
It could be
5'8",
5'8", 5'9". I
with
like 5'10".
church shoes on. He 5'10".
You know, with the platform boots,
Yeah.
the Timberland boots.
So he got to be like 5'10".
5'10". Not necessarily. I don't want to put that. It's all about how
She's
you treat
not-
me these days.
yeah,
I've been
yeah.
through a lot. I ain't gonna shit y'all. Yeah.
Do you date outside of like black males?
I've never dated. I went on a date one time with a Caucasian guy, and at that time it was when before vegan was even vegan. It was like, all right, we eating rice and beans. It was like, okay, and you don't wear deodorant. It was too different for me. I was like, oh, okay, I might forget that you don't eat meat and they got meat in the beans or something. It'll be an issue. It was just too different for me at that time. I might be accepted now, but in my 20s.
Do you like discriminate between like light skinned, dark skinned males?
No, so
Oh my goodness.
if you if you ask my best friend, it's gonna be light skin for her because it's always everybody I see who today is light skin, but I'm not opposed to whatever color it is.
So it don't matter.
You just can't be chocolate and dusty. You know, sometimes you
chocolate
can't be
and
chocolate
dusty. You
and
could
ashy.
be light and dusty.
No, sometimes it don't show it's bad, but when you
Yeah.
dark skin and you looking dusty, busty, it just don't hit right. It don't, because it shows.
There's a lot of guys right now that they putting their head in their hands.
Just
It's
put
like,
some lotion
damn.
on. When you try to approach me, put some damn lotion on.
How your DMs like?
Oh, yeah. The DMs. It goes down in the DMs. The crazy part is when I don't respond, because I don't respond to anybody who try to holler at me.
Yeah.
On Instagram?
Or that, but I do read it.
Oh, you read it?
And people will see that I read it. And they be like, oh, well, you ain't talking to me? Clearly, I'm not interested. I didn't respond back. I read it. It was cute what you said, but...
I mean, how's a guy supposed to come at you on Instagram? IG?
They can't.
It's pretty tough, right? You can come say the right things, but it's like...
It can be really, really nice. It's like, I can't see you.
Guys
It's so
to
much stuff going on.
right? Too many guys, it's like...
How many guys have you left on red?
Thousands.
Thousands?
A lot.
I mean,
I read all my messages. I read them all.
Dang. So you got a lot of black men mad at you.
And it's kind of like I test you. It's kind of like depending on what I post. So if you only post, like if I have some suit on and you only like those, I see what type of person. You know?
So
it's like,
what's wrong with a guy that has some testosterone?
It's nothing wrong with that, but I just see where your mind is already.
Oh, okay.
So that matters to you what they like on your Instagram.
Well, you can probably tell because I'm not the only person that you didn't like ass cheeks hanging out. It's a swimsuit, yes, of course, or it might be a crop top or something. Or you can kind of like see where their perspective is and stuff. Because I got somebody who's consistent, hard in everything that I post except for the stuff where I got full clothes on or something. So you can kind of like see where their mindset.
Yeah. So if a guy want to shoot a shot at you, how would he need to go about it?
He better run.
He better run. He better run. So you're saying you're trouble?
No, I'm trouble. I just don't take. I don't tolerate. Just keep it 100 with me from jump. Period. So if I'm not the only girl that you're talking to, it's cool. We're not official. We're not dating. I don't
get when girls say that. So
I'm so
I really don't get that.
I'm trying to say,
I'm
they call
talking
me a
to
man
a couple
at
of
heart.
girls over here.
That is absolutely
but can you
okay.
be one of my girls?
Because I'm gonna tell you who I'm talking to too. Because I'm gonna tell you who I'm talking to too. Like you're not the only person that I'm talking to.
That's too real.
Can you explain?
People don't accept it though.
Can you explain? Keep it at 100. Like, what does that consist of?
Hey, can I take you out a day? We have conversations and stuff like that. And sometimes I don't even know why people even ask about other girls anyway. I don't give a damn about who you dating. It's just like if you trying to make it official, then okay, then that's that. And are you sure? You don't want to talk to nobody else but me? Okay, that is what it is. And then we have that conversation, then it's said, and I find out it's other girls, then it's an issue.
Oh, so if you find out they got other girls, what you finna do?
It's all right. I bounce. It is what it is. No hard feelings.
So it's just over.
No, it ain't crazy. I ain't cutting up no clothes. I ain't doing none of that. I ain't putting sugar in your tank. I ain't in high school no more.
I said you used to do that?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dang. I thought she was like this real nice person at 24. Nice. You was putting sugar in boys' tanks?
No, that was when I was grown. I'll tell you high school.
Oh, high school? You was doing that in high school?
Yeah. Seeing you. Sugar in the tank. And a Snickers.
Okay.
Yeah, all that. But yeah. It's yeah, it's a journey. I say it's hard to date these days. A lot of people don't care about marriage. A lot of people don't care about, even if you are in a relationship, don't nobody care about that. Even the people that be married, they don't care if they married. It doesn't matter. It's too many distractions out here.
Do you plan on, or can you get married again? Like, is that an option, or
Yeah, right. Somebody can.
No, we said that about the baby.
Oh, you said about, so you're gonna do this out of wedlock.
I don't give a damn what it is. I'll be fine with my kids just without the headache. I don't have to. I think you don't necessarily have to be married these days to have a kid, and that might be bad. It might sound bad, but like raising a kid in a toxic household is not.
It doesn't have to be toxic.
It doesn't have to be, but people make it toxic.
That's true.
They make it hard. You got a lot of bitter baby daddies, bitter baby mamas out here. They don't want. It's crazy. I think that's why I ain't never had a kid before.
So
maybe my eggs is fried. You never know, but I'm all right with them being fried and died.
So is marriage out of the table again?
Just like it depends on that person.
Okay.
For right now is I don't know.
You don't know? Do you feel like you need to find yourself more to get remarried or not?
That I may need to, because I've always been the one that's been in a relationship, but it keeps me out of trouble. If that makes sense.
How long have you been single? Like, how long have you been?
Since May.
Now, how long have you been single in total? Like, you always been in a relationship?
Yeah, I've been single for 3 years. Before I met my husband, I was single for 3 years before I met him. Okay. And that's because I was abused before I met him. So that scared me for 3 years, and I was like, all right.
Men were just.
I had to find myself. Yeah.
Make sure you.
Yeah. So I didn't want to put myself in that predicament ever again. I don't want to put that through nobody. And it wasn't like I got a mouth, but at that time when I was with him, it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna fight you. Wasn't none of that. That's what he chose. And it was like, all right, I tried to leave and he didn't want me to leave. Hung himself and everything. He didn't die, y'all. He didn't die. He should have. But
oh my goodness.
Yeah. Let's not say that. Yeah. You don't.
Wish death.
I don't wish that on nobody. I jumped out the window. It was a lot. When I tell people I have an actual story, it's like, all right, this is what it is.
How old was you during that time?
I was 22.
22?
22. Yep.
You never answered the question, what do you like to do?
I told you I like to shop. I don't do anything for fun. I bowl, I shoot pool, but now I haven't been really doing anything lately. It's just like all work.
Maybe you
I go to the nail shop.
Yeah.
I get my hair done.
Just
that's really not relaxing, because you really don't want to just sit there and have your hand like this the whole time. That's not relaxing. That's just something I do every other Monday.
Do you stay busy on purpose?
Yeah. That is absolutely correct. You don't have to think about stuff. You don't have to think about bad stuff. And sometimes you have to, that's not coping. Exactly. So I used to go to therapy and stuff like that, just to what I was going through with my significant other and stuff. And it was kind of like, all right, is it me? When you think about stuff that happens, it's like, is it me, or am I allowing people to treat me a specific way?
Did y'all try marriage counseling before?
Yes. We went, and I only went for a couple sessions, and it was like, I'm over it.
The counselor was favoring him or something?
No. She wasn't. But it was like, we're going to counseling.
It wasn't helping?
No, I think it's just therapy is kind of like the middleman. So they can be in between to see why I'm not seeing it his way and he not seeing it my way. But my thing, I feel like therapy should be like, if you're doing something to hurt that person's feeling, admit to what you're doing. Don't just, I'm sorry, I apologize, and not actually admitting to what the hell you're doing.
Yes, thank you.
So it was like, what are we here for? You're still not telling the truth.
Was he down with your entrepreneurship? Was he an entrepreneur?
Let me see this. He wanted to be an entrepreneur, or wants. He's still doing his own thing now or whatever. But when you're a procrastinator about certain things, it's like you want to do something. Yeah. He's a good looking guy. He does fitness or whatever, but it's like you got to push yourself. It's nothing that I can teach you. It's like I can bring you in with me, but I want you to have your own baby at the same time.
Exactly.
So I don't want you to be like, oh, I'm picking off my wife or anything. I think my income maybe was intimidating him a little bit, and he was like, it's your season. It's not my season right now. Like, what does that mean? Like, I don't get it. So I'm like, all right, is it? I don't want to say that it's intimidating you. It's like, okay. And it's like certain things I show him. It's like, well, I can't do this because I don't make this. It's like it's we. Mm-hmm. So I stopped implementing him in certain things that I do and stuff like that. And that I knew that it was getting disrespectful and it was time for me to leave. So it wasn't that I didn't love my husband. It's kind of like you doing one thing and for people to make you feel comfortable with the other people. If that makes sense. Mm-hmm. I don't put his business out there, but if other females are making you feel comfortable of who you are and stuff like that, and you can converse with them and you can't converse with me. So what we here for? Before it get disrespectful on my end. Yeah. I'm not going to just talk to anybody. So it was time for me to like, okay, I'm not coming home. And that was that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's but like I tell people, if you want to date in this entrepreneur world, it's like y'all have to be on the same page. Y'all have to have the same mindset. Don't be like, oh, I don't want you to go travel because you might cheat on me and stuff like that. It's not the case. Now I say if you cheat one time, I say it's time to go, period. Because y'all always gonna have that toxic relationship. And you gotta keep tabs on me every 5 minutes. I don't want that. We're not doing it. So if you cheat, don't nobody really get rid of that shit. They don't get over it. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah. It's always going to be toxic. It's always going to be an issue. And as a woman, we're always going to be insecure if we find out that you're doing something, period. I don't care what nobody say.
What you think about Kevin Samuels?
He's funny. But he keeps it real, too, at the end of the day. Yeah. I think a lot of women put these standards out and they not even owning up to their standards. Ooh. I had a friend who was like, oh, he got to have nice teeth. He got to make money. I'm like, girl, bitch, you barely bring home $25K a year. What is we talking about? So women hold themselves. It's cool to hold yourself to... It's cool to hold yourself to a specific standard, but make sure you got something checked off on that box too. It's not fair. Like all girls, I want to date somebody with money. What you bringing to the table, baby? It's more than just cha-cha.
So you listen to Kevin Samuels?
I don't really listen to him, but I see the videos that go viral.
Yeah, they go viral.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't. He's funny.
Yeah, it was interesting. I think he brings up some good points, but then his solutions, like there's no solutions.
No, it's not.
There's no solutions.
I think he could be a little bit too disrespectful.
I think so
too. He comes out real, but some women are on a high horse and they need to be brought down.
Yeah, I agree with that too. A lot of them do.
I think there should be a sense of urgency. If that's what you want, if you really, really want to be married, then there should be a sense of urgency.
Ultimately, men need their ego stroke. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. Like we need our ego stroke. It don't matter if we making 10,000, 20,000. We need like that support system no matter what.
Give me an example.
Go ahead, Ron.
Yeah?
No.
You.
I mean, you used a low number. You should have said 40 or something, but like 10,000. Like, dude, what you doing, man?
Some guys they
No, I agree. I totally agree with like this like what the
me and Ron talk about this all the time, like every other day. So
every other day, man.
Okay, so what ego stroke? Ain't nobody saying
no.
nothing.
I think they're like Ron. No. I think they're like in a relationship. There's this dynamic is changing because women are coming on the come up,
right?
And then it's a lot less men that are staying at that same level. Mm-hmm. So it changes the dynamic of the household, right? Because then a man doesn't feel like he has his like the more a woman's independent, the less that it appears that she needs him, right? Needs him or needs him around, right? And that's the main thing,
right?
If you have everything, then why do you need me here,
right?
That's how it appears.
And I always say this, and it might come off like
arrogant,
right? And it'd be like it's a difference of I don't need you, I want you. So yeah, I can handle my own. I was handling my own before I met you, but I want you. And when women want you, we want you. It's not like I don't want to belittle you and take nothing from you. It's like I want you. Yeah, I could do for myself, but I want
hard.
You. Yeah, in a way.
It becomes hard.
Because it's like one day it was like me and my ex had got into it and I was like, okay, we ain't gotta buy me nothing to eat. I can buy my own food. And he felt some type of way about it, which I can.
Yeah, but
it might hit different when we say exactly. Yeah. And I apologize, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like, all right. You don't want to give me a ride home? I can buy my own Uber. What you doing?
See, that's where I think a lot of women, I'm not saying you in particular, but where it's just like, I can find, I can do better by myself.
I don't need you for nothing.
Yeah, where back in the day, a lot of women were stuck in relationships because
they didn't have no other options.
No other options.
They couldn't even drive.
But
couldn't even drive.
They kind of stuck through it.
They had kids.
And they had kids. They have grandkids.
And
I'm
was
telling you,
miserable.
I don't say you're miserable.
They were miserable.
I think.
And the inside, they used to cry. I'm sure.
But Kevin Samuels
Probably
talks about
if your man's cheating and stuff like
Kevin
that.
Samuels-
and that's all they
agree,
did
I
back
agree.
in the day.
That's true. But
That's
Kevin
all.
Samuels talks about the legacy, upholding the legacy for the children, the grandkids. Like he talked about Beyonce and Jay-Z. Jay-Z cheated, but it was a legacy.
He only cheated one time.
I mean, one time.
I'm just kidding.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes.
Exactly.
No, I was like, you really
just
think he
talked
only
about-
cheated one time?
She just talked about insecurities.
Are you
and
okay?
y'all might as well break up.
Yeah.
So once again, the legacy, like they have
Let me-
more.
No, go ahead.
Them being a team is more important than for them to go their separate ways.
But some women has the mentality to be able to be strong enough to handle that too. I don't think I've mastered to be able to fully forgive because I
hard.
never forget.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
hard.
It's
It is hard. And then after somebody gets, I'm a woman, so I'm gonna have to say if he gets caught cheating or whatever, and then it's gonna bring an insecurity within him because he's gonna feel like I'm gonna go tit for tat. Because
Yeah.
I always be like, hey, you do this, hey, just make sure you're doing it right.
I don't think you should have to put up with that. Tell you the truth, like I don't think you should, like if he's doing stuff, he can give you some kind of sexually transmitted disease or something
Facts.
like that.
It's too
Yeah.
nasty out here for
Yeah.
somebody to
No,
be
it
like,
is.
oh, I forgive you.
Yeah,
And a lot of people don't like to use condoms these days.
yeah.
So you
That's
bringing home
facts.
dirty cha-cha
Oh.
and all this extra stuff. We're not doing that. Period.
No, I agree.
Got any more questions?
Do I have any more questions? Too many.
Too many.
Where do I start?
Well, just-
but we got 5 minutes. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No,
What?
get some more questions, and I'm gonna do the list.
Go ahead. man.
Really?
Go ahead, man.
You gotta pick one.
No, yeah. He has a little list
Okay,
that he
cool.
goes
You
through.
ready?
Let me hear it.
Okay, cool. Wholesale and the flip.
Flip.
Rental property or Airbnb.
Ooh, rental.
Commercial building or house.
I want to get into commercial so bad.
I
I
do
say
too.
commercial. Yeah.
I do too. Money or equity.
I want to say equity.
Section 8 or regular tenant.
Section 8 is guaranteed money.
Okay.
I mean, it's come from the government, and I get them checks easily.
2 million followers on Instagram or one rental property.
One rental property.
850 credit score, $1 million.
I can do a lot with $1 million. I'm gonna pick the money on the $1 million part. 'Cause I can do a lot with it. I can get an 850 in a minute. It
Yeah.
don't matter.
TikTok or Instagram.
TikTok.
That girl Lele or your monkey.
Lay, don't play with me. Lay.
Virgin Islands or Dominican Republic.
Ooh, Virgin Islands.
Miami or Houston.
Miami's played out. Miami.
Whoa.
Tomatoes or cucumbers.
I love tomatoes.
So
I
you
eat
going?
them like apples.
So you going with tomatoes?
Tomatoes.
All right. Beaumont or Corsicana.
Beaumont.
Dallas or Houston.
Houston.
LA Fitness or 24-hour fitness.
Don't play with me. 24.
Gucci or Louis.
I don't really buy too much Louis. I have a lot of Gucci, which I'm not supposed to. It was before the little thing, but I say Gucci. I'm not into Louis like that. I'm YSL.
Okay. YSL or Gucci.
YSL, of course. Don't flip the question. YSL all day.
That's it.
That's it.
Thank you. Thank you for coming
Thank y'all
out.
for having me.
Thank you
I
for being
appreciate
transparent.
y'all. Yeah. Maybe too transparent. Now y'all know all my business.
Mario, get out of you.
Yeah. Ask naughty questions. Look how you looking.
Thank you again. Thank you again.
Thank y'all.